it's important to understand that information can come from very different pathways, different sources, and it's also filtered through our own system. What do I mean by that? Let's take it step by step. First of all, we need to be discerning around what is the source of the information for the channeler / psychic. Is it their higher self? Is it your higher self? Is it spirit guides? Is it negative spirits? Is it satanic beings? Is it God? We need to be discerning and understand that information, again, can come from different sources. And also we need to understand that different sources have different agendas and different perspectives at the same time. Your higher self and another person's higher self have different agendas, different perspectives. Your guides and another person's guides have different agendas, different perspectives. Also, negative beings, of course, have different perspectives and agendas from positive beings. It's important to be able to discern. And I want to say here that very often negative beings are very sneaky and very canny into disguising themselves as positive beings and giving positive information, or information that sounds amazing and expansive, but it's a little bit distorted. Just a little bit, so that you don't go into the right path. You go into the path that's a little bit distorted. Information like that is information that basically teaches you to bypass. It's very positive. Only feel your positive emotions. Only accept positive thinking. Only switch your thinking into positive all the time. Bypass your emotions. Reality, what's going on around you. This sounds positive, and for many people, it's now their way of life, and they think it's a positive way of life, but it doesn't come from a positive source. Okay? And the other part we need to take into account is that even if it's a positive information that's coming in, it's being filtered by the channelers and the psychics' body, brain, subconscious mind, conscious mind. Okay? It's been filtered by our own negative belief systems many times. It's not easy to distinguish between the two, or say, okay, this information only comes through my conscious mind or my positive side. It's not possible. Sometimes it gets a little bit confused, it gets translated in a distorted way. So if the channeler is really afraid of something, okay, and they are talking about that thing, they will give that essence of fear into the information, even if the information is not based on fear. I'm not saying this happens 100% of the time. There are channelers who are really, really good at that, and they have worked on themselves very well, but it can happen. So we need to be discerning, and we really need to understand that the fact that something is channeled doesn't mean we just need to accept it. Okay? People, channelers, psychics also have their own agendas, either conscious or subconscious. We have agendas. Let's get over with it. Everybody does. I'm not saying agendas are negative. all the time, but we do have agendas. And some of the agendas is, let me look nice, positive, good, give good information to people, make them feel good. Sometimes those are not good filters for the information to come in. So again, what I'm saying here is when you hear channeled information, if you go to a psychic, if you listen to someone with channeling or is a psychic on a podcast, on YouTube, on wherever, use your own discernment. Really, really open up your eyes, your ears, your sensations to understand if this message is landing with you well or not. Because if you just blindly follow something just because it's channeled, you might find yourself in pathways that you really didn't want to go to. Or you might believe, you might get hooked up on different belief systems that don't serve you, and they are not empowering and expansive. Stay aware, stay discerning, no matter how the information is labeled. I don't care if the information is labeled channeled Archangel Michael's messages. I don't care, because I cannot necessarily believe that this is Archangel Michael just because the channel says so. I wouldn't. But I will read the message or listen to the message and then take whatever works for me and makes sense for me. And many times I read messages that are channeled from higher perspectives and blah, blah, blah. And they make no sense to me, at least. Maybe they make sense to other people, but if they don't serve me, I will not take them with me. I will not just accept them. So don't just accept. It's just as if you are with a group of people, you don't just accept new friends. You don't just accept what other people are saying because they are saying that. I hope. If you do, be discerning in that area too, right? Sometimes the way we do one thing is the way we do everything. Be discerning, be aware, be open. Use your own intuitive abilities to discern. Have a good day.